We bought a piece of 5-acre land with a tiny house to renovate. After doing some basic works on updating the living room and the bedroom, it was time to give the kitchen a little bit of love. We have a non-structural wall between the hallway and the kitchen, so after checking multiple times and notifying of the works, we began to remove the wall and breathe some life back into our dark, unloved kitchen.
Some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Work all day till I'm totally beat. Get back home and fall right to sleep. Alarm goes off in the morning and the cycle's complete. Work, sleep, repeat. Yesterday I was 17, running bootlegs and draws and screens. Now I'm running up debt and I'm scrambling to make ends meet. So work, sleep, repeat. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. Sleep, repeat. Sometimes at work I just sit around and fantasize about how I could save myself from dying in this working life. And that alarm goes off again at 4:45. Roll out in bed, rub the sleep from my eyes. Throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Work, sleep. Somewhere up the line I forgot what I was working for. And there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep.
So we started to take on a little project of the kitchen. Very exciting. So we had before the whole wall here, and because the kitchen faces north, it has very little light inside. So we thought we would hit out the wall so the light from the south side comes straight in, and already it's a lot lighter. We watched a documentary the other night about a guy who built his house himself using clay and like natural materials. So Robbie had the idea to keep this kind of curvature in the wall, which is really nice. So we're going to test it out using some clay to kind of mould around it to make these kind of like natural curves and waves. And then, yeah.
Paint it.
Paint it. And then eventually we will redo the whole thing, like put in a new window, a new sink and stuff, but gotta have the cash.
It's all about the money. So this SDS drill, it just works temporarily, but like with the chisel and the hammer, it takes me ages, so rather try this one.
Being here for 6 years.
Work, sleep, repeat. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Somewhere up the line, I forgot what I was working for. And there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. Sometimes at work I just sit around and fantasize about how I could save myself from dying in this working life. And that alarm goes off again at 4:45. Roll out of bed, rub the sleep from my eyes, throw on a shirt and some jeans and my boots, and then it's time to make that morning drive. Yeah, work, sleep, that's all I ever do anymore. Somewhere up the line, I forgot what I was working for. And there goes life, looks like it ain't slowing down for me. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat. All I ever do is work, sleep, repeat.
Every day I walk the floor and think of you. And every night I pray the Lord will see me through. Every time I think I find a love that's true, I fall right back to walk the floor and think of you. Once there was a time when I had everything, and once around my finger was a wedding ring. But like a fool I threw away the love we knew, and now alone I walk the floor and think of you. Walk the floor and think about the home we shared. The lonesome halls and empty walls are all that's there. So for now your memory will have to do. Each day and night I walk the floor and think of you.
Hey, go away. It's mine.
Hey, give me some.
Maybe you remember on the last video I said about these plums, and they grow in this bean shape, and we were thinking that they may be, that they have a sickness. They are all black. There's barely any that are surviving, so I think the tree has a sickness. So last week we were in Switzerland and I picked up some tile paint. My ideal thing would be to remove all of the tiles. We're just going to cover them, paint them and see how it is, because I don't hate it but I don't love it. Instead of doing all of the work required to chisel all of them off, replaster the walls and then put in a replacement feels quite like a big job, and eventually we will replace like these units. So my plan is to paint it the whole way around, and then above here we have some olive wood shelves and then we can put them up here. My one worry is that it may be slightly too orange and I was going for more of like a rusty kind of colour. So let's go.
Wow, no, it's really orange.
It's called Indian Summer.
Yeah, maybe if they had somewhere in a Fanta factory.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, like, you have the vision about the
Yeah.
decoration.
If you can't trust yourself, who can you trust? So I think I made a very tiny, very small mistake by not sanding it first. And I think the colour doesn't stick that well to it. I put it on quite thick and I'll do a second coat, so I think it'll be okay. But for these two, I'm going to sand it with a 240 grit and then paint it and see if it makes a difference.
Oh,
Worse.
worse. This one is scratched on the right.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Stay away from that old viper man. Don't you take that fruit he's holding in his hand. Just one bite and you'll be swinging with the band. If you hang around that old viper man, if you should come across a viper in the night, that's when you get the hit that makes you feel alright. You'll be high and trouble's out of sight. So don't you hang around that viper in the night. You'll be high. You take one hit and you'll be swinging with the band. When you hang around that old viper
So all in all, I did 4 coats of the tile paint, and finally I think that now it's completed. So let's see in the morning how it looks.
If you hang around that old viper man and let temptation lead you by your lily hand, you'll be moving your body to the dance when you cut it with that old viper man. You'll be high.
So we can either do 3 across, 1 here and 1 here, or leave this empty and have here 3 across and then 1 in the centre up higher, like a display kind of thing. Probably need the battery. Big shout out for anyone who does this completely alone. It's very hard.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong when I'd already found my home. Won't be long, I'm there before the setting sun, for you to fall into my arms, the place I call my home. I was looking looking to belong.